Valera versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Watch your back.
Backstab's good at killing Mana Worm. Oh, there we go. There's a card that costs less than 5. Polymorph. Eh.
An incredible discovery.
Well, I guess this is a pretty easy backstab dagger play.
Let the pain speak to me.
Thank God for Tar Creepers. I was actually a little tempted to coin Polymorph on that Acolyte if I didn't draw the Tar Creeper, because the trades that thing had into my 1/1s was just so good. But base Tar Creeper came to save the day. Well, I was planning to coin out the Servant here, but this just seems better. I think we're just gonna go face. Don't want to give him too much time. I play a little bit of healing, but it's pretty unreliable. So I just want to kill him before he can assemble all his burn. Looks like his Acolyte's gonna get another good trade here, which is kind of a bummer. But we can play Servant into Blaze Caller. That should be a really strong curve. Don't mirror entity me, bro. Blaze Caller into Blaze Caller, the dream.
Here we go.
Do I want to kill his 2/3? Kinda protects my 4/5, I guess. It's good against maybe Blizzard. Kinda want to just punch him to death. If I only had one 1/1 on the board here, I would feel more incentivized to trade into the Medivh's Valet because he could hero power one of them down, and then it would be awkward to trade into it next turn. But I kind of feel like whatever he does with his Valet, I don't really get too punished for. Volcanic Potion, maybe? No, just a hero power.
The end is coming.
Doomsayer, huh? I can kill Doomsayer with Blaze Caller, but then I leave the 2/1 up, which is kind of awkward, actually. I can play Swashbuckler Vile Spine Slayer. That breaks off my Elemental Chain, which is not fun. I do have a second Vile Spine, so it's not that big a deal using one here. I think I'm just going to play the Blaze Caller. Breaking my Elemental Chain with double Blaze Caller in my hand is just way too awkward. The only ways to conveniently reactivate it are Firefly, Tar Creeper, and Jade Spirit, and those are all 1-ofs in my deck right now. Volcanic Potion, sure.
Pain speak to me.
I'm a little tempted to Vile Spine that to shut down his draws. I'm also a little tempted to just Blaze Caller his face. I guess if I Blaze Caller the Acolyte, sometimes he can't kill the one on board. Maybe that has more value. Maybe I should have also just assumed that he would have another way to deal 1 damage to the first Blaze Caller. It would have been pretty ambitious to just play out Acolyte and assume it would get to bump in. Alright, we've got Vile Spine Slayer for this. Feel bad for my poor Servant of Kalimos. He's not going to be active next turn, but that's fine. And we'll just punch him in the face with our dagger. Seems like the play. We made sure to put our crappy or low health minions in the middle for Meteor. Actually, I guess I should have put Swashbuckler between the 6/6 and the 6/2. Even when I think about Meteor, I still fuck it up. 5/6 is a pretty solid minion. I think I would have been pretty tempted to glyph first. If he got Lyra, the glyph was value like that. But the glyph just gives you so many more options. So I have 11 damage on board, 4 in hand. He's not quite dead here. But maybe I just Vile Spine this thing.
I wonder.
So I can push all that damage. Push this damage. I have a couple things on board that don't die to a Flame Strike. He needs an entire additional card to deal with the Blaze Caller. The Tar Creeper can just hero power. Frost Nova. I've seen both Doomsayers though, so this shouldn't be too bad. I have to imagine that's an Ice Block if he played it before casting Arcane Intellect. See what this dude can grab. Make sure to put him all the way over here because he's the second best minion on my board. Probably just want the Blaze Caller for the face damage. Play out the Ice Barrier because why not, I guess.
Here we go.
Punch him with the dagger. So it's not Ice Barrier. I was pretty sure going into the turn it was Ice Block, but I'm more sure now.
I bring life.
Alex is scary. Let's Mimic Pod into a Mistress. Unlucky. I think I would have backstabbed my own Mistress this turn, if I got it. Let's Polymorph this bitch. Pop him. The way I trade doesn't really matter. 3 daggers, sure. I guess he does have to be a little worried about this secret. Little does he know it's like the least relevant secret it could be right now, but could catch him off guard, I guess. He might have to make an awkward play assuming it's an Ice Block, but he's probably in a position where he just can't really respect Ice Block. Mistress or Mixtures. Easy top deck. Nice. Probably not even good enough, honestly. I'm still dead to another Fireball. He might have just killed me there if he had the third Fireball, though. One of these was a Primordial Glyph one.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Play the Shuriken, I guess. Doesn't really matter which one I use. I could have popped him at a lower number. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. I have enough burn in my hand. I've seen 2 Ice Blocks. I have a board he can't really deal with at all, so 1 and 5 doesn't really matter. And the top decked third Fireball. Easy. I guess he didn't have that many cards left. I was also dead to Pyroblast. Kinda lame, though.
Valir versus Thrall. For Doomhammer.
Watch your back.
I think because I have Backstab, I'll keep Jade Shuriken. Should make it pretty easy to combo. Didn't I just mulligan this card? I think there's a good chance I'll play Jade Shuriken next turn, so I won't use the dagger hit. Okay, I guess I'm not using it.
Here we go.
So, missed 1 damage. Feels bad, man. Wonder if he's also playing Elemental Jade. Seems like he might be.
Here we go.
Man, I wish I could play that card. It's actually kind of disgusting when you compare Jade Claws to Jade Shuriken. 2 mana deal 2 damage, except one of them does it again, and the other one requires a combo. More Jade Golems, please. And we'll just kill these things.
Go.
Next turn can be Spirit plus either Swarmer or Shuriken. Maybe I value the Swarmer a little bit more highly because I do have a Shadowcaster in the hand. And it looks like the Shurikens aren't going to find a good target here anyway, so I'll just go for Swarmer. I think a lot of times we're just playing Blaze Caller next turn, but sometimes we go Shadowcaster plus Shuriken. That's actually fairly strong. Spirit Echo, sure. It's actually a pretty weak Spirit Echo. He does get a Jade Golem out of it, which is pretty relevant, I guess, but could be better. Let's just Blaze Caller this thing. I don't know. The Shadowcaster Shuriken play was pretty good there too. But, I mean, ideally we save the Shadowcaster for Aya. That is a little bit optimistic, but sometimes it works out. And even if he has some way to deal with my Swarmer, it shouldn't be that hard to land Shadowcaster on Jade Spirit or something. Okay, I actually just devolved my Jade Swarmer. It's actually a pretty good devolve. Fucks up my N'Zoth, prevents my Jade Golem counter. Probably just going for Swashbuckler, Shuriken, Spirit here. Could attack into the healing totem. Don't really see much of a reason to. Sometimes you want to do it because of Flame Tongue, but I think if he's playing Flame Tongue on this, it's probably not trading into a 1/1. Maybe it is, though. Maybe that deck doesn't even play Flame Tongue Totem.
Warriors, come out to play.
The shadows beckon.
Let's copy this thing. And we'll just clear his board here, I think. Ideally you copy Aya with this, but it's pretty hard to do that. Even though I've seen one devolve already, his deck is slow enough it is probably playing double Hex. I think it's actually fairly unlikely that my Aya is ever going to stay around long enough to get copied. If I draw N'Zoth before Aya, and I have a way to do it, I think I would actually consider just playing Aya Eviscerate to kill my Aya, just to play around Hex. Is that dumb? I'd have to think about it more under these specific circumstances, but I think that might actually be a valid play. Looks like I am one turn behind on the Jade Golems though, and Shaman just has more Jade cards than Rogue. Plus his hand is looking pretty sick. So I might be in trouble this game. 0 mana Mimic Pod. I was really hoping to get a Jade card off that. Kind of a bummer. But we can use Eviscerate to help us clear this 6/6. I think I don't even mind using the dagger.
Here we go.
Maybe I need to start trying to kill him. Five damage is actually a lot. I think the longer this game goes, the more favored he is. And it doesn't seem like that 2/3 really gets great trades on the board. I did leave myself open to him. Flame Tongue. Holy shit, that's a good turn. Fucking Alec here off Stonehill. Pretty rough. It doesn't quite kill my biggest Jade Golem though, so that's nice. I have Eviscerate for that. Swashbuckler into a Jade card, or damage. Oh shit, that's good. I don't quite have lethal here. But god damn, this is a good wind speaker. And I think we're just pushing face. I have used both of my shurikens and both of my eviscerates, huh? But I still have a blaze caller. I also just have a dagger that I can equip to kill him with. Doesn't take that many turns to kill him with the dagger. Still needs more than this. Probably a second storm. I mean, you're pretty dead on board, dude. Yeah. Sick. That game wasn't looking so good at certain spots, but worked out in the end.